Hello, welcome back. So in the previous video, we have seen how to move, scale and rotate the objects. Now in this video, we are going to see the edit mode. So basically edit mode is nothing but to manipulate or change the shapes of the object. So first of all, if you want to enter into the edit mode, we need to press tab so that now you can see here the mode has been changed. Now previously it was object mode and now when we press tab, it has been gone to edit mode. See once again, if I press tab, so now it will go to the object mode. So in order to go to the edit mode, just we need to select the object and we have to press tab. And also there is another way to enter the edit mode here. So suppose if you see, if you go back to the object mode and if you select this, and here also you can see you can directly go to the edit mode. But what the thing is, I regularly use the tab so that we can easily switch to edit mode. And see, as soon as we enter into the edit mode, beside this, you can see there are three icons. So what the thing is, the first one is like vertex mode, and this one is a edge mode, and this one is a face mode. So whenever you switch to edge mode, now you can able to select the edges. When we select this one, we can able to select the face, and when we are in this, we can able to select the vertices. So actually what the thing is, every single object will have vertex, edges, and faces. So with the help of these things, we can able to change the shape of the object. So now when we are in the vertex mode, now you can see, if I select this, now it has been selected this vertex. And now if I select this one, now it has been selected. So all around this object, there will be vertices. So vertex is nothing but it will form when there is an intersection between more than two edges. Here you can see there are three edges which has been intersected, and here it has been formed the vertex. So what the thing is, with the help of this vertex, we can able to change the shape. So for example, if you press G and C, now you can able to move the vertex position. And if you left click again, now we can release that and see now it has been changed the shape of the object. So by selecting the multiple vertices also we can select, and now we can move. Now we can use G, so we can able to move. And if you press S, we can able to scale, and if you press R, we can able to rotate. So laterally we will see how to move these vertices. And see now if you go to the edge mode, you can able to select the edges. So if you want to select the multiple, you can hold shift and you can select the other edge, and you can use G, S, whatever you want. And also see when you move this object, and if you want to cancel, you can right click so that it will cancel the action which you have done. Means like when you move the vertices by mistakenly, vertices or edges by mistakenly, and if you want to cancel it, you can right click so that again it will go back to the original position. Now when coming to the faces, so when I select this face, now these are the faces. So we can select these faces, we can extrude, and if you want to delete, you can delete the faces. See now if you delete the faces, it has been created the whole. So I will undo like Control Z. So in this, if you want to undo, we can press Control Z. And if you want to redo again, we can press Control Shift Z. So Control Z for undo, Control Shift Z for redo. And now there is an easy way to switch between these modes. So for example, if you want to go to the vertex, then we can press 1 in your keyboard. So if you press 1, you can go to the vertex mode. And if you press 2, then you can switch to edge mode, and if you press 3, then you can switch to face mode. So 1 for vertex, 2 for edge mode, and 3 for face mode. And now we'll see, once we'll change the shape of the object. For example, if I go to the vertex mode, I can select these two vertex, and you can use G. And also here you can see, as I said in the previous video, when you press G, and if you want to move only in the Z or X direction or any Y direction, then you have to press the respective axis. So if you want to move in Z axis, then you can press Z so that we can move only in the Z axis. Suppose if you want to move only in the X axis, you can move only in the X axis. Or Y, you can press Y so that we can move only in the Y axis. So see now, if I select this and if I grab and if I move this, and you can change. See now we have changed the shape of this. Suppose if you want little bit narrow around this, we can select these two objects and we can able to scale. We can hold S so we can scale, but I want to scale only in the x-axis. Now I have pressed X so that it will scale only in the x-axis. So if you want to create more different kind of shapes, we need to insert the subdivisions. So now we'll undo this. So Control Z. So now we'll show how to insert the subdivisions to this object. So actually what is subdivisions is, if you want to make more different kind of shapes, we need to insert the subdivision. That is nothing but we'll call it as geometry. So if you have more geometry, we can able to create different kind of models. So in order to insert the subdivisions, first we need to be in the edit mode. So as I said, we have to press tab. So now we are in the edit mode. So now we'll see, let's go to edge mode. So suppose if I want to split any edges. So for example, suppose if I select this edge, and now if I want to split this into two edges. Suppose if you want to split this edge into two edges, then we need to select this edge and we need to right click, and there is an option called subdivide. So if I click on this subdivide, see now this is separate edge and this is separate edge. Now one edge has been divided into two edges. And also see, if I go to the vertex mode, you can see now it has been created one vertex too. So see, now if I select this vertex and I can move, so that we can able to create different shape. So if I want to move in Z axis, then I can move in the Z axis. So see now, so it has been created different shape for this cube. And also one thing, suppose if you subdivide any edge, you will get one option bottom left corner here. So for example, see, I will select another edge. So I will go to the edge mode and I will select this. Now you see, if I right click and if I click on the subdivide, here you will get an option. So for example, if I open here, we can able to specify how many number of cuts it has to be created. So for example, defaultly it has been created only one cut. See, now there are two different edges. So for example, if I put it to like 3, and if you press enter, now you can see it has been divided into 3 edges. That means it has been created the 3 cuts. So totally it has been created the 4 edges. So if I go to the vertex mode, then you can see it has been created the 4 vertices, and you can able to move, and you can move in the Z axis. So now it has been created different shape. And now one thing is, suppose if I want to create any edge between the two vertices. So for example, if I want to create edge between these two vertices, first we need to select this vertex and so this vertex, and now we have to press J, so that it has been created one edge between the two selected vertices. So once again, so we need to select the two vertex and we need to press J, so that it has been created one edge. So now when I go to the edge mode, and if you select this and if you move, let's say we will move into the x-axis, so we can press G and we can move into the x. So now see, it has been created a different shape. And also one thing, now when we insert any edge between these two vertices, now previously it was like single face. See, if I go to the face mode, now it was single face, but whenever I insert one edge between these two vertex, so press J. Now you see, if I go to the face mode, this has been divided into two faces because there is one edge in between the two vertex, so it has been divided these faces. So we can do whatever we want. Means like if you want to scale, you can press scale like S. So you can scale, and if you want to rotate, you can able to rotate that face. And if you want to delete, you can delete that face. So if you delete, you will get these options like what you want to delete. So here I want to delete the faces. So then click on face so that it will delete the face. And also there is another way to subdivide these faces. So for example, if I go to the face mode, and you can see I have selected this face, and if you want to subdivide, same like what we have done in the edge mode. So right click, then we have to click on this subdivide. See, now defaultly it has been divided into 4 different faces. And also side here you can see, now you can increase number of faces here. So for example, if I put it to 2, now see, it has been divided more faces. So if you go on increase, so it will create lot more faces, depends on what value you have inserted here. Now you can see, if I go to the face mode, now you can select these different faces. And also suppose if you want to subdivide any of these faces, we can do that. So if you select this face and you can right click subdivide, so here we can increase number of subdivisions for this face here. And if you want to create any different shape, we can go to the vertex mode. We can select this vertex and you can like select this vertex and you can move around, like you can press G and you can hold X so that we can move around the X axis. Now see, it has been created a different shape here. So that's it for this video. So now in the next video, we are going to see how to extrude, bevel, insert these faces edges. So see you in the next video.